Here's the opening range recap for Thursday, March 3rd. This is the Dow. Trade number 1 was a win for the 25, loss for the 50. Trade 2 here was a loss for both. Trade 3 here would normally be a most safe 25% since this was a loser, and since these two were losers, it would also be a 50% most safe trade. However, the entry happened after 11:07 actually. I don't trade after 11, so I'm not counting it. However, both of those particular things would have won. 26 points on the 25% most safe, and 50% most safe would have been 52 points. So, 78 points in the Dow on that particular trade if you traded after 11. Officially, again, nothing there. Next I'm going to look at is the ES. Trade number 1 here was a win for both 25 and 50. Trade 2 was a win for the 25, a loss for the 50. Trade 3 was a loss for both. So you have 2 losses in a row for the 50. So this fourth trade, which is the third one in a row for the 50%, is an entry for the 50%. It won worth 5.25 points. Since this trade was also a loss on the 25%, you could also enter and this entry here for the 25%, which was also a win. So this would be your only most safe trade today. Both the 25 and the 50 as far as exits, and both of those won. So if you traded both of those, 7.75 total points on that particular trade, and that was it for prior to 11 a.m. on the S&P. So that is worth just about $400 on one contract each. The NASDAQ here we have trade 1 was a win for both. Trade 2 was a loss for both. So this third trade here would be a 25% most safe entry, and it was a winner, worth 13.25 points. The next trade here for the 25%, excuse me, that is the third trade. So this third trade here, so let me recap again. First trade here was a win for both. Second trade here was a loss for both. Third trade here was a 25% winner, most safe entry. Fourth trade here for the 25% was a loss. The fifth trade actually happened after 11 o'clock, so you would not have an entry on the 25% there. But this third entry here on the 25% was a most safe entry and worth 13.25 points. Again, recapping on the 50% side, a win on the first trade, loss second trade, loss this third trade. So here is your first entry on the 50%, most safe entry. That did not happen, so you would enter an additional contract here. I do not trade after 11 unless I'm already in something, and in this case you're already in something, so you'd add one additional contract here and exit at 50%, which would be break even. So this particular trade ended up being break even. So to recap, nothing for the Dow prior to 11. NQ had a 25% winner, worth 13 points, about $260. The 50% would have broke you even. ES gave you a 25% win and a 50% win, worth 7.75 points. So, a little over $600 on the most safe entries for today. Have a good one.